Hello fellow gamers and welcome back to NRG, where nerds review games. Today we'll be speaking to YouTube gaming star Rick Starr.
Well, thank you for having me on. I'm a huge fan of you guys. So today I'll be reviewing one of my favourite games of all time. Probably slipped under all of your radars, Knights and Merchants. It was a game released by Joy Mania Entertainment back in 1988.
So what's so special about Knights and Merchants, and why should I dust off my old PC game disc holder?
So, let's say you wanted to have some bread.
Yeah.
The player is required to build a farm to make the wheat, and then to buy a mill to make flour, and then a bakery to bake the bread.
Alright, so it's basically like the unofficial video game for the Great British Bake Off.
It actually sounds more of a spiritual prequel to Cooking Mama, the way I'm describing it. And no, Joy Mania clearly wanted to access the elusive lactose-intolerant audience when they're designing it, so there's no milk or cows, unfortunately. Speaking of things that aren't in the game, there's no limit to the amount of AI that can spawn around the player.
Wow, so it sounds like a DOS. Couldn't you maybe become like a medieval Jamie Oliver?
Well, if you became like a baron, then I suppose so. You are limited by how much food you can produce. If you don't feed your citizens or soldiers, they will die.
Alright, okay. Still sitting there listening to you say all this. I mean, I remember playing this when it first came out.
Sure, you should give it another go. You won't be disappointed. I had a great time replaying it for the review.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I remember liking it, but now being the mature gamer that I am, I'm sure I'd probably love it. But I may need to borrow a copy permanently. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers. All right, now it's time for the viral game competition. This week's game of choice is none other than Colour Switch. You have as long as you need, and when you're ready, you may begin.
So the aim is to beat a high score, which mine is 18.
So you got to go through all the colours. And
yeah, I mean, it changes every single time.
Games,
Ooh,
but I mean, I can only
I've died
no.
on two.
No. All right.
Well, there we go. Don't really know why people keep playing them.
They normally end up in tears. It's because they seem so simple. You always think that on the next go, you're going to go and destroy your record, but let's be honest, it never works like that. Eh? Now to finish up, let's take a look at this week's gaming glitches, fails, and wins. The first one was sent in by Xbox Is My Life. When you forget to contour. I would never leave.
It looks like he's actually forgotten to put his face on, to be honest.
I'd never leave the house.
Contour's probably
like
the
that,
least
mate.
of his worries right now.
Yeah, agreed, mate. All right. So now for an old one.
When you lose your mate in the club, now that is accurate.
Yeah, very.
The whole neck thing.
Comes out, stretching out,
definitely.
comms are on, the works, mate. That's it, dude. Yeah. From Doritos Lovers 88, it's a trap. Let's go to the next one. Next one, the guy doesn't have a neck.
Oh, no, not at all.
That is. All right. This monstrosity was created by Quickies, now he's Rust. I have no words for whatever this is.
Yeah, same.
It's
Do we even know who that's supposed to be?
No.
Obviously, no.
maybe it's a personalised character. Maybe
Oh, it could be. Yeah.
one short of the Oscars, I guess.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Okay, but I think it's time we wrap things up. Thank you for watching, and make sure to hit that like button. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more great content, please push that big old subscribe button and keep up with your NRG.
Star Crash was made in 1978, a year after Star Wars, was produced by Roger Corman and directed by Luigi Gozzi, or Louis Coates if Luigi isn't American enough for you. This classic stars outlaw smugglers Acton and Stella Star as they fly around an incredibly colourful galaxy far, 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 far away in search of a plot, constantly being harassed by the evil Count. From cavemen to Amazonian women, from arthritic stopgap robots to Death Star rip-offs, Star Crash has it all. When I say all, I don't mean acting, storyline or direction, but you know.
Hold it right there.
When I say space is colourful, I mean it. I mean, look at this. It's like Clown from it. It gets so colourful at one point, it seems the cast just can't take it anymore. Everything from the spaceship miniatures to the Flash Gordon-esque sets seem wrong. The actors seem to have trouble getting around at times.
Yeah, watch your step right here.
By far the most amazing thing about Star Crash is the performances. Everyone seems so startled at times that they remember their lines. The camera seems to linger just that little longer on their proud, clueless expressions. And then there's David Hasselhoff, who plays the Prince, whose only scene of note is this one, where he manages to fit his man perm under a helmet without one hair going astray.
Welcome home.
Then we have C-3PO's backwards cousin now. An incredibly annoying robot. It's obviously the comedic outlet for the film. It's only really funny when he gets his head smashed in by a caveman. Oh, that's him.
There's no need to continue.
Then the most confusing of all the characters, Acton. Despite having one of the strangest faces in film, He seems to have powers that resemble the Force. I say the Force, but seeing as this is not Star Wars, I'll be calling it the Farce. The film never explains how or why he gets any of these powers, but he uses it to deflect drinking straws, to catch incredibly slow punches, or just give his eyes a little sparkle. Not only does he use the Farce, but he has a lightsaber. Yeah, a lightsaber that he swings around his head like an old lady fighting off hoodies with a walking stick. And finally there's Stella.
You can bet on that.
Not much to say about her really. I think the director just fancied her. Being just another Star Wars clone, Star Crash does stand out. I mean, it's so entertaining, it's like a car crash that you just can't stop rubbernecking. If Star Wars was mainly aimed at children, then Star Crash was probably aimed at 40-year-old men with moustaches. Yes. But go and have a watch, you know, even if you don't have a moustache. It's one of those oddities in film that just has to be seen. So, till next time. That's it.
3 minutes are enough, Father.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Fashion Fix. So this week we'll be going through the best and worst dressed of last week's Brit Awards with our very own fashion guru. Please welcome Kwame. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I have to say you are looking very stylish.
I must say, you equally look just as well.
Thank you very much. I tried today. Now, Kwame, can you take us through your look for today?
Yes, indeed, Amina. Doing a smart casual today. So we're starting off with a nice sharp shirt, tie with a waistcoat, blazer, and then plenty of accessories. The pocket square, flower, and to top it off, the trilby hat.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I do like the flower.
Thank you very much.
So on our show, we have a game which we call Faux Pas or Oh Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how it works is I'm going to show you 5 photos of celebrities from last week's Brits Awards. And you need to put them in the right column of which you think was a faux pas or oh yeah. Okay, now Kwame, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so first up we have Adele.
This one's definitely going to be a faux pas. We're not quite sure what's going on here. It looks like a bit of a Christmas outfit.
I agree with you, Kwame. And now we have Liam Payne and Louis Tomlinson from One Direction.
Good looks, but Liam should have wore a shirt, but we'll still go, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because of Louis. And Little Mix?
Little Mix, absolutely, oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely amazing outfits.
They're absolutely stunning,
banging.
aren't they? And Jess Glynn.
Jess Glynn, this is definitely going to be a faux pas. Not sure what's going on with the blazer. Definitely the boot cut's not working. Neither of those shoes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. And finally, Bad Girl Riri.
Bad Girl Riri, this is not the best outfit we've seen her in. She's usually wearing much classier outfits than this. This doesn't work. This is definitely a faux pas, I'm afraid.
Okay, so it seems we have more faux pas than oh yeahs this time round, guys. Here at Fashion Fix, we want to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is throw some quick fire questions at you.
All right.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready for this.
Okay, you've got to answer as many as you can.
Okay.
All right, so let's go. So your most treasured item of clothing.
My Dolce & Gabbana sequined blazer.
Okay, and your biggest fashion faux pas?
Has to be my lime green Crocs.
Oh, interesting. And your guilty fashion pleasure?
It's got to be my yellow Adidas trainers.
Your favourite designer?
My favourite designer, Dolce & Gabbana.
Best dressed celebrity of all time? Oh, Kwame, we're going to have to stop you there. You're out of time. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here.
No, thank you for having me on this show.
All right, so if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, We Talk About Stuff, for all things pop culture. Thanks from everyone here at Fashion Fix. See you same time next week.